Hello, and welcome to Waste of Space, where we analyze aspect ratio usage in cinema, one movie at a time. Today, we'll be looking at the 2005 film Batman Begins. And just so you know, there will be spoilers. Batman Begins was directed by Christopher Nolan, with a screenplay he co-wrote with David S. Goyer, and its cinematographer was Wally Pfister. Batman Begins is a film of firsts. It was the first live-action Batman film of the 21st century. It was the first film in Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, and it was the first Batman film presented in the aspect ratio of 2:3:9 to 1, though this is rounded to 2.4 to 1 on home video. Batman Begins aimed to be a more grounded and realistic look at the iconic superhero, and that likely influenced the way it was shot. For one thing, I noticed how often this superhero film uses close-ups. It made me realize that people talk a lot in this movie. The close-ups featuring people talking make sense, but since there are so many scenes of people talking, I started paying attention to the more notable scenes of people talking. Cutting back and forth between two people is a common technique that's easy to understand, like Bruce and Alfred talking on the jet. But the scene where Bruce meets with Falcone at his hangout is different. The shot of Bruce remains still while the camera continues zooming in on Falcone while he talks. It gets to the point where we can barely focus on anything else but his face. Even when Bruce is being escorted out by thugs, Falcone, the man with all the power, is framed alone. Even in Arkham Asylum he's alone, though this time it's because he's been rendered powerless. In this film, a conversation can become very intense, because sometimes there is no one or nothing else you can look at. But other times, conversations transpire through an environment, letting us see a decent amount of it while the plot moves forward. The use of close-ups also made me very aware of the editing, which often cuts multiple times in short succession. That means you sometimes only get a second or two to notice the way the aspect ratio is being used in any given shot. There are close-up shots of fights, such as the first fight in the prison. The fight encompasses the wide frame entirely, leaving no room for breathing. This extends to other fight scenes, where we don't always get the clearest view of what's going on, yet are still able to follow the action. Extreme close-ups also come in handy when showing off objects. For me, a very notable moment of extreme close-up comes when Bruce looks down at his hands holding a gun, and he flashes back to the night his parents were murdered. In about 5 shots and 5 seconds, we see Bruce realize the error of his ways. The shots of Bruce have enough space around them, but for a few short seconds, the screen is fully encompassed by violence. We also have this scene of a goon wielding a submachine gun looking for the Batman. Featuring very few cuts, he is shot in close-up, taking up the whole frame. Then the camera gets even closer to him, and now we mostly just see his face, then suddenly, Batman on the left, followed by darkness. In this scene, 2:3:9 makes effective use of the close-up by keeping information hidden before revealing it. You know what moment is really cool? This one.
Gordon, there's nobody left to send in.
Oh, I'm on my own?
This scene uses the wide horizontal frame to show close-ups in the foreground and action happening in the background. Your eye is focused on Commissioner Loeb all the way to the right before moving it all the way to the left to notice the Batmobile. The quick cut to the Batmobile in midair before the next cut makes the transition of looking at it from left to right easier. Earlier I mentioned how some conversation scenes give us views of the environment. Like any good film shot in 2:3:9, Batman Begins does feature real-deal environmental shots that take full advantage of the wide frame. Some are location shots to let us know where the next scene is about to take place. And there are also a few shots that show off groups of people. One scene that makes great use of environmental framing is when Bruce rediscovers the Batcave. It starts with a couple of extreme close-ups and then a wide shot of Bruce. After a close-up cut, that wide shot becomes a medium close-up before a wide shot shows a bat flying around inside the manor. Inspired, a wide shot shows Bruce descending the back steps of Wayne Manor before rediscovering the well he fell through as a child. A few more close-ups of Bruce, and then we get spacious shots of the cave and bats. Here, Bruce is reacquainted with his greatest fear, and overcomes it. Anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.